It's week 5 of the 2028 season, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Bills and the Vikings on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Nice and dry up here in the booth. But, Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are the screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
McLaughlin now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, is going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Allen to throw. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Minnesota. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here's Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. A gain of 11 there. And a first down. Here's Walker. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Minnesota. The extra point is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bills first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still first down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. Dobbs headed in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Davis going in motion. On first down, it's Allen. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Allen on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. So we are they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
They send the tight end in motion. Tight end going in motion here. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to have a Bills first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Ooh. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Will be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They get the center, Graham Barton. Slot receiver, headed right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Dobbs headed in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
He'll get this out to his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Shotgun run now with Walker. Yeah. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Allen to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They run with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Sack, right, boys? Keep it up.
Now Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Up the middle they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. It's 1st down, and they'll run. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 13-7. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Moving the tight end right. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. Nico Collins, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
I like the call, using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Ready up! Here we go, here we go! Rig alert, rig alert!
Now give on the ground. And The struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Williams now to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Vikings offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On second down, Walker. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Allen. That is caught. He finds Walker. He's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's into the hands of Gabe Davis. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And third down coming up. Throwing again, it's Allen. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Vikings.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to get this one on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go. Go.
A play fake. Now Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Let's go now.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. McLaughlin now on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Vikings offense and receiver Gabe Davis heading onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, that's Gibson. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Allen to throw. That pass taken in by McLaurin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Second and 11. Once again, it's Walker. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Allen working from the pistol. He'll get this complete to Walker. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Now he takes off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That caught by Davis. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Now it's Allen. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he'll be brought down just beyond. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Going for it all. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Now Allen on first down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he will dive into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Vikings. No problem there on the extra point. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
60 Bison.
Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Williams. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for Buffalo Bills.
Here we go, set.
Dobbs headed in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Dobbs headed in motion. Williams to the air once more. It is brought in the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Bills back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
The motion man here is McClure. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. 1st down and more inside the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.